So, I wanted to talk about online business, I guess. Maybe something else also. But I wanted to actually make this a little bit longer talk. But I'm really like kinda first time really making these longer types of videos, so I'm not really sure about my process yet, like how how to how to kinda hold the camera. It's really new to me, this this whole thing about making a longer talk, but I kinda decided that I would start to make these a little bit longer YouTube videos now, just to talk with you guys. Because right now I've been simply uploading music to the internet, and I thought that this would be a nice change to do, to start making these longer talks, but I'm not scripted at all in this video, so and I don't really have a proper video machine. I mean camera, that's a video machine. I don't really have a nice camera, and I'm holding this phone on my hand right now, but I think it's fine. So this talk is just one of the first that are coming, because I decided this would be nice to do like once a week, just these talk videos. And it's actually good for learning how to speak English even better, even though I am like okay at English, but I'm really good at written English, but spoken English I'm not so fluent even in spoken English, so I decided that this would be also a nice exercise in that. So I've been an online entrepreneur right now for a few years, but this is one area, it's vlogging, that I haven't really done that at all that much. And I really am seeing that people have these quite committed listener bases when they do these talk videos, so I thought I would give this also a shot. So if you are seeing this, you're probably watching one of my first videos, and this is already a little bit nostalgic because of that. Just my roommate a little bit came in there. I hope that we got some time here, so nobody will like, what's the word? Nobody will nobody will cause any trouble, or like nobody will mess with me as I'm filming. I'm trying to find the right word, but I don't know it. I don't know, I thought that I would also, at first when I started doing online business, I wanted to teach yoga, but these days I think that I'm not that good of a yoga teacher. So when I was like 19, 20, 21, I wanted to first be a yoga teacher, but these days I'm 28 now. Now I don't do yoga. I mean, I'm now a worse teacher, because you get worse as you age at things, because you become just more aware of how much you don't know about yoga, for example, that you start to doubt yourself a lot, I think. And as a child you have this like weird confidence about you. But this is actually a nice idea to do this kind of, like, I guess this is a podcast, like a solo podcast. So I'm already starting to enjoy this a lot. Now the lighting's better, because filming, it's all about the lighting. How about this? Yeah, this is fine. I'm actually sitting in a yoga posture. This is one of the postures. that they do in yoga. Yeah, now the lighting's better. You can see my mustache. Yeah, so I think people make these like, I guess they talk for an hour straight, and sometimes they are. Got two people, but actually Leo Gura from Axleister. Hi Leo, if you're watching, been following you for many years, but don't leave many comments, man. But yeah, so I've been actually following some YouTubers for 10 years now, and I don't leave those guys many comments. I think there's a lot of people like me out there who follow people, but those people barely know that you exist because you don't like email them or leave them many comments, so they could become aware of you also. But I think vlogging is like one of the greatest keys of doing online business, because you can talk with your audience and it's just nice to do sometimes. Oh, my hand is like shaking because I'm not used to holding this camera, so don't mind it. But yeah, I think next time when I'm making one of these videos, I will write somewhat of a script and do some research and pick a subject before to talk about. Now I'm just like winging it and don't have a script, so I have to come up with all these words as I'm speaking, so it's kinda more difficult to do it that way, I think. So there's so many topics actually to talk about, even if you like do just one session of like contemplating and coming up with different topics, and you can even use ChatGPT for that. Like you can literally type into ChatGPT like, tell me 10 topics to talk about in video logs, and it will tell you the topics, and then you can just, maybe you can read a book about it, or you can just read up online on it and take some notes, and you can have the notes here, and you can kinda do it that way also. So, yeah, I would really like if you guys left me some comments, because I really am getting these days more viewers. I've been doing YouTube for like a year or two now, maybe just over a year, and not done many of these talks, but just random filming. For whatever reason, I guess I'm too busy to do it sometimes, but yeah, now we are here talking with the camera. And it's such a funny experience, because I'm so used to actually watching these videos, but not making them. So it's a nice experience to kind of experience what those YouTubers are feeling on the other side when they are making the content. What do you think of that? So I don't know. I guess we can talk about who's like are. I guess one great topic would be the musicians to talk about. I guess that's a topic for another video, to talk about like musicians who I listen to and their music and what I think of them, and also like maybe do some talk on politics. I live in Finland, so our politics here are, I don't know what to say, like I think they are right now pretty interesting. There's a lot of this rightist movement going on right now in Finland, of like right-wing people in the government, and I think I'm more of a leftist myself, but I don't hate, you know. No hate for those people. Would be really fun to actually have someone do this podcast with me, but probably right now it's just me with the camera. At least I get to keep all the money, right? But talk with someone or maybe bring in guests, I'm not sure if to do that or not. There's a lot of things when you are simply starting in a new area. I think this is so related to the process of mastery, that you kind of do one thing and then you want to do another. there's a lot of people like that who first they excel in one field in life, then they kind of get, I think they just want to switch it up once in a time, and they become really good at the next thing and the next thing and the next thing, and that is really a process of growth, and that is actually what the concept of mastery is all about. It's all about constantly growing and then hitting these plateaus, which means that there's no more progress happening for long periods of time. And those are the times that we really need to push on and keep working at it, even though we are not seeing any results, we still have to work at it. Like for example, if I contrast it with my music career, I don't have that many people who, because there's these musicians like Taylor Swift and stuff like that who kinda, they release a new song and 1 million people listens to it in the first night. And for me it's not like that right now, so it's a process of working on it despite not seeing many results. And I'm getting this kind of feeling to take off the camera and stop talking. That's what I usually do. I don't usually make these longer videos, but right now I'm decided that I want to make this a little bit longer. Maybe 30 minutes is a fine time to make this video. So, and this is actually really good for practicing English further, and I really like languages. I actually learned a little bit of Spanish and Portuguese also. And English I've been speaking because of the internet, and my cousin is also English. So I've been speaking English since I was a very small boy, so I'm kind of fluent at it. But right now I'm trying to improve my Spanish and my Portuguese also, because I just want to see if I can learn those languages to the same level that I speak English in, so I can have a conversation. I can listen to a Spanish podcast and understand everything what they are saying, or listen to a Portuguese podcast and understand everything they are saying. And these days it's actually quite easy to learn languages that way because of the internet. You can simply listen to 1,000 hours of podcast, like that's how long it takes to learn a language. 1,000 hours probably of listening to a podcast, and then you can even write. I really like to do that. You can write down everything that you are learning. So new words, you can write sentences with them and things like that. And you can read like whatever language you are trying to learn. You can read books in that language and use a translator also. So you don't basically need a teacher, although a teacher is nice, but you don't necessarily need one. You can still proceed with no teacher, because books can be your teacher, podcasts can be your teacher if you are trying to learn a foreign language, for example. So I don't play many instruments. I mostly like, but I didn't make this video like a business advice where I'm like giving business advice, because I think I'm still in the learning process, so I don't want to be too much giving advice. Although if you guys want my advice, I can give you some in the next video. Sure, I can make a video about that topic of giving advice, but I didn't really do it for this one. But yeah, hey, this is probably the video this time, so I will probably be posting this once a week, so stay tuned for the next one, and be sure to subscribe and drop me a like on this video just to support my channel and so I can eat also. So thank you and see you the next time. Bye bye. And be sure to check out Veneto.fm, it's right here, the website.